Hollywood is a big and multi-million-dollar industry. Many of the actors do not only work in front of the camera but also behind it. Such actors are financially educated and invest their fortune in other businesses and continue to grow it bigger. Today, we are bringing your way 10 Hollywood actors who are super rich with an unthinkable and massive amount of wealth. If you are not subscribed yet, you are missing out. Let's dive in. On number 10, we have Robert John Downey Jr. He has a net worth of $300 million. If you're on this planet and not completely detached from it, then there is no way you do not know him. He played a famous character in Avengers franchise, Tony Stark aka Iron Man. He was listed by Forbes as Hollywood's highest paid actor. Back in 2010 he established his own production company which he named the Team Downey. Brad Pitt happens to share this position with Robert Downey Jr. with an approximated net worth of $300 million. Brad Pitt is perhaps considered one of the most recognizable faces of Hollywood. You might know him either from Fight Club, Ocean's 11 or Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He isn't just an actor but also a producer. Number 9. Tom Hanks. $350 million. You might know Tom Hanks either from Castaway, The Da Vinci Code or better still, Forrest Gump. He, however, has many other popular movies. The actor and filmmaker is known the world over for his versatile performances and has actively worked in Hollywood for over 3 decades. He lent his voice to the character of Woody in the movie Toy Story 3 and enabled the movie become the highest-grossing movie of the year with $1 billion in the box office. Will Smith stands on this position with Tom Hanks having a net worth of $350 million. Will Smith is one of the most influential personalities of Hollywood. He acts, produces and also raps. By 2014, 17 of the 21 films in which he has played leading roles accumulated worldwide gross earnings of over $100 million each. Some of his most prominent films are Men in Black, Bad Boys, Ali etc. Number 8. Keanu Reeves. $360 million. Keanu Reeves is not only an actor but also a musician, producer and philanthropist who has a net worth of $350 million. Reeves made his way to fame after starring in the action film Speed in 1994, which grossed $350.5 million both domestically and internationally. And since then he never looked back. Number 7. Clint Eastwood. $375 million. Clint Eastwood worked both in front of the camera acting and also behind the camera as a director in films like Unforgiven, The Bridges of Madison County, $1 Million Baby, and Gran Torino. Eastwood has also ventured into politics and was the mayor of Carmel, California for 2 years. Number 6. Arnold Schwarzenegger. $400 million. Arnold Schwarzenegger is an Austrian-American actor but equally has many other portfolios. He is a businessman, retired bodybuilder and a former politician. He has several movies under his name, but perhaps the most popularly known which you may relate to is Terminator franchise. He equally has some highest-grossing films of Hollywood under his name. And guys, number 6 is a tie with 3 great icons. Sylvester Stallone, Jack Nicholson and Arnold Schwarzenegger share this position. Arnold Schwarzenegger has a total of $400 million net worth. Sylvester Stallone's net worth is measured at $400 million. The American actor, who is also a screenwriter, producer and director owns a net worth of $400 million. His movies have generated an overwhelming $4 billion in global income. He also has good credit for writing, producing and directing several of his franchise movies. Like we said earlier on, Jack Nicholson's net worth also stand at $400 million. The 82-year-old Jack Nicholson is an icon in Hollywood, best known for his roles in movies like The Shining, As Good as It Gets and equally Batman. He is one of the wealthiest and has the most award nomination among actors in American history. The star has acquired a fortune of $400 million in his 60-year career. On number 5. We have Adam Sandler with a net worth of $420 million. Adam Richard Sandler is a very wealthy man. He rose to fame in the decade of 90s with roles such as Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore. Recently his film hasn't been performing very well at the box office. In 2015 Netflix signed a 4-film contract with him. 2 years later he signed yet another 4-film contract with Netflix. Sitting on number 4 we have Mel Gibson with a net worth totaling $425 million. The actor, director and producer Mel Gibson is greatly known for his action roles in Max Rokitansky in the Mad Max action series, and as Martin Riggs in the Lethal Weapon buddy cop film series. He played his major role in the Mad Max series and he earned his very first $1 million paychecks from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome in 1985. Number 3. George Clooney with a net worth of $500 million. George Clooney does not only do act, but he is equally into filmmaking and business. He is a 3-time Golden Globe Awards winner, and 2 Academy Awards, and is best known for his roles in films, such as Batman and Robin, Ocean's 11 and Gravity. Robert De Niro also shared this position with George Clooney with the same net worth, i.e. $500 million, contributed by his movies and endorsements. He made his first on-screen appearance at the age of 20 in The Wedding Party. His net worth shot up after he worked in Godfather 2. And on number 2 we have Tom Cruise with a net worth of $570 million. Without doubt, Tom Cruise is one of the most popular faces of Hollywood globally. Some of his most prominent works include Interview with the Vampire, The Vampire Chronicles, Jerry Maguire, and Mission Impossible. He is equally one of the highest paid actors of Hollywood. You must be guessing who is on number 1. On this position is none other than the super rich Tyler Perry, with a net worth of $600 million. The American actor, Tyler Perry, a writer, producer and director, was named as the highest paid man in entertainment by Forbes magazine, earning a whopping $130 million between May 2010 and May 2011. This was a decade back. Ever since then, his fortune has seen unending growth. He began by producing stage plays during the 90s and 2000s and would later venture into developing television series, most notably Tyler Perry's House of Pain, among many other movies. Tyler Perry is, far and away, one of the most financially successful directors in the entertainment industry. Each year, he earns between $200 and $250 million from his huge entertainment empire. Okay, guys, that is our list of the richest Hollywood actors in 2021. Do you think there is someone who deserves to be on this list? Do let us know in the comments section. Until next time, take care.